to 36 peoples. Is there a thing that says how many of them are housed? We'll also let them have some furniture, so my furniture collection is going to tank suddenly. But it's going to make them way happier. Also, look at this. They've got wood floors now. Ain't that awesome? Our oldest guy is 69, and I'm the youngest on your crew at 21. Nice. Can make a bakery. I can make a clay pit. I can make a coal mine. Let's just build that stone mine. Well, actually, what I should build is a lab so that I can start doing research. Knowledge 420. That's the amount of knowledge this can build. That's just the information I would like to give you. Based on the information I have, chat. 420 knowledge is what this is capable of generating. All right, I think that's what we'll roll with for right now. I have the furniture and I have the wood. Does this building have a door in it? I don't know if it does. So I will just make sure there's a door there. I might put something else at the other end. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Also, I know you have to build doors separately. How do you build doors? It's been a long time. Also, forage all this opium, guys. Please and thank you. I require the opium. Aw, thanks, Deep Sea Fishing. How you been, mate? Alright, let's go here. Wooden structure, and we'll just build walls along here. Overwrite. Why you no let me overwrite you? Must not be placed on room. Well, fug you then. There we go. Chiming in where you can. Well, thank you. Which fine technology will our industrious scholars investigate? What do you think I should investigate first, Reinhardt? Currently actually making more furniture because I managed to run out before I finished building the thing. Is the technology that our scholars must investigate. Yeah, definitely. We'll get to work on, well, okay. I can make stone blocks and metal chain technology. How's that? And then chain you up for that idea. How's that work? Try that on for spice. My god, a vamp in your fort for the first time since last year. How do I find the vamp again? They don't seek out alcohol, or they don't sleep and they won't claim a room. In their description, it'll usually say that they haven't had alcohol and they can't remember the last time they had some in relation to alcohol. And I would recommend looking around for somebody that recently saw the person die. Are they still blue? Nope, that was fixed last summer. Thankfully. Or last fall? It's maybe a more accurate statement. Okay, I'm gonna go tell them to real quickie wiki go stabby some animals to death and give us some foodstuffs because we're out of food again. Something I adore about this game is the ridiculously massive scale of the farms. Like, they're very believable in their monstrous scale. Because, like, the farms get huge and are just kind of awesome to look at. I mean, speaking of... Fruit orchard? Takes a long time to get going. Okay. So I kind of want to start it there and just do like a double plot, basically. Stuff like that. 45 by 45 is the ideal for most. Got it. Well, on that thought, then I will just double the size of this. This is currently what? 18 by 18. Let's just go 40 by 18, maybe. Because we're surviving right now, but we need to begin thriving. And then I'll double the sizes of these eventually. Yeah, you forgot the S. Ticket's got to be plural. Coffee important. Dulkin, go acquire coffee. Speaking of coffee, I'm going to go acquire a coffee refill. Please entertain yourselves. I will be back in a moment. Do not panic too much. Hot damn, I stood up and my back popped in 3 places.
See how he bites off the shell to get at the nut?
To get at the nut? I love them just butchering the meat in here. It's just kind of funny. Okay, well, we're slowly gathering leather. I was wondering if I could give them access to leather. I can't, actually. So this, we're waiting on them to just construct it, and then we can start doing the laboratory. Your first crime has been committed. Smaller cities, this is not a big issue, but you might want to look up setting up a few guards and prisons once they're available to you. Okay. That's all new, too, like that little advisor thingy, which is kind of neat. Crime! Yes. There must be punishment! I think I might make the other half of this a warehouse. Actually, hold on. Doesn't need walls. We already have walls. Don't know what I'll put in here, but we'll put something in here. Maybe just put furniture in here or something. That's the other thing is I really like making warehouses and end up with a lot of them. Song's a vibe. Let me tell you this, that rolling outages hit way different when you need to run a simulation you need for tomorrow morning. Can I ask you a question? What simulation are you running? What are you trying to simulate? But also, Jesus, man. Sucks that you're still dealing with the rolling outages. Really hope one day that shit just stops. We no longer have enough workers to man all of our places. Oh no! This can quickly turn into a complete collapse of our city. Oh. Well, here. There you go. Thanks for pointing that out, though, video game. I love living in the weird world of, is somebody dying? Or is that a child who's mildly upset with their mother? It's like, anybody who lives in an apartment maybe knows that feeling of like, all right, so am I supposed to be concerned? Or is everything good? Build a house there. A house there. And a house there. Man, I wish I could cram that in there. Or rather, apartments in those locations. And then we'll do that there. Oh, yeah. What's this game all about? Okay, so it's a city builder. Okay. That has much more in common with, like, Pharaoh than RimWorld. With like a RimWorld-y kind of building, with a fuckload of resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different races you can have in your city, and half of them hate each other and want each other to die. They all have different demands and needs and requirements for different types of cities. With, obviously, I'm very early game, so I don't have any of this yet. With in-city battles and out-of-city battles. The maps are friggin' ginormous. And also an overworld with a light kind of 4X-y kingdom management, or maybe not even light, 4X-y kingdom management overworld game. This is our city, because we're in very early game, where you can like see trade routes and invade people and move armies around in the overworld map and tax the fuck out of people, or just murder them all and eat them. Yeah. It's a really interesting game. It doesn't have a lot in common with Dwarf Fortress in like the story generation kind of way.
Time sure flies when it better shouldn't will.
But you know, it's a game that directly, if you just population's not happy right now with me, or they're getting less happy with me. They're okay happy with me, but they're less happy than they were previously. It's a game that quite literally has a prosecute and arrest all of a certain population. Button. Like, this game straight up has like enslave on just like a portion of your population just as a button that you can just click. It's a game that lets you be a horrible person, but also it's a game that gives you some really interesting options. It's an early access game that I recommend that I haven't played in 2 years. Is it hard to master? Yeah. Relatively easy to pick up, though. But there's a lot of nuances to it for late game. Think about it this way. It's Total War, Factorio, Pharaoh. TFP. Tygo, thanks for the 40th month, and also for the first notification of money that the channel has had in 4 hours. Sorry, no, I misread that. 3 hours. Thank you. Also, just as a statement, summer's slow season for the Soul Streamer, so check your primes. Anything you can do to help keep this channel funded is greatly appreciated because I don't take sponsored time of any sort. If you happen to have a Prime sub available, it gets you ad-free viewing. Or, you know, just tell friends. And of course, if you want to help me in a way that doesn't cost you anything, go follow my blog. Hello, Devilish. How are you? If I clear cut an entire forest, will that make you happy? Workload is low, so let's just... drop that down, get 2 more odd jobbers up and about. Why is there a 1 on housing? Housed, okay, so there's three houses of, I see, 3 spaces available for housing. That makes sense. Thank you very much, Totally Not Creed, for totally not subscribing a second time with Prime. Totally Not Creed. Appreciate you, mate. Hey, chat, can I get a round of beers for Totally Not Creed, who's definitely not Creed? It was planted as a crop intended to be clear-cut. Well, let's just say the city must grow at all costs. That's what I'll say. So, you know, I'm not sure. Was it? Did nature plant it and intend it to be harvested? Probably not. Do I care? Well, who could say? Who could say? Exactly. Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself. Your mom's Amazon account. Guys, Creed's stealing his mom's credit card. Fact. Okay, so now we have 14 available housing locations. Can I place a food stall right here? Dang it. I was hoping I could place a food stall right there. It's like, that'd be a good spot for it, but I don't think, can I make it smaller? No, I can't. Oh, well, smallest food stall is still too wide, so. I guess we'll stick with the food stall down there. Which currently has nothing at it. Maybe it's because there isn't enough people working at it. Plunk somebody else in there. Okay, so we're now gaining research, I think. So I have 183 research. I think I'm just gonna start off with farming stuff. Learn to renew soil's nutrients to give you edible crops a significant boost without risking illness from your methods. That seems good. Basically, not shitting on crops, I suppose. Proper burial, probably not a bad thing to have. Probably also improve husbandry methods. Infrastructure. Claim mine bonus. Tailoring basics. I need something that unlocks. Because I'm gonna be getting cotton from my livestock. I need something to do something with cotton. Some other roads. Is it tailoring basics that gives you more cotton? Simple cotton or animal. Okay, so that's 120 research. Okay. Also, this says 18 people working. Well, that explains why suddenly all my jobs were, like, used up. That explains a lot, actually. Oh my god, it happened. What happened? Kelbeck, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hello. Huge raid. Appreciate your raid. How was your raid? Or how was your stream, rather, not the raid. I mean, the raid was good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, the used to be rich thing? Ah, there, you know, somebody used to be rich. Not allowed to block your FBI agent. Yeah, definitely don't block your FBI agent. Cass, Kaprisky and can no longer be sold or operated in the US. Wait, really? Huh. Why? I mean, I'd never use it, but... Is it just because of where it's made, or...? Oh, I can make a tailor. But tailors can't do anything with cloth off the bat. But they can do stuff with leather. So I should just make a tailor. Hearing the pooping sounds. Also, chat, this game has very realistic pooping sounds that were recorded by the developer. So, you know, do with that information what you will. Are there songs in Songs of Six? What are you hearing right now? Not me talking. I would consider that to be a song. I would also like to remind everybody that this game does include or doesn't include, but there is a mod for this game, which turns all the pooping sounds into ducks quacking. So that's pretty good, if you ask me. I'm gonna piss off my people temporarily. Sorry, lads, you guys can't have furniture for now. I'll just get upset. Everybody gets upset for a second. Because we need to make more wood. They're not happy because we don't have enough food, and they're also not happy because the food that we do have is food they don't like. So, you know, real popular up in here right now. Okay, you right here. Infrastructure, work safety. How dare you suggest such a stupid concept? Plumbing, culvert, water pump. Let's actually go for that. Let's go for plumbing. And animal husbandry. Gosh, someone gets paid to make strangers listen to his pooping sounds. He made them with his mouth. It's him blowing raspberries. Don't worry. Not only that, people pay to play a video game that somebody made that includes sounds of him pooping. I guess this developer wants his community to get shit on. He doesn't. Please don't take that out of context. That would be very, very bad. Also, can I appoint nobles? Master of Farms. Okay. Can I do that yet? I don't actually know. Your status determines... Okay, so no, I can't actually elevate people just yet. I can tell them to work overtime, but nah. I'll be slightly nicer to them than that. Estimated harvest year 72, 104. Well, we're gonna have fruits again. Soonish. Yeah, no, this game is... This game does a very good job looking like a game that was made a long time ago, but isn't. Like, this game's in active early access, right? Like, this game is in active development. And, like, has been for quite some time. And that's partially what makes it so cool. Is the fact that it's a game that's been in active development for a long time, but also nails the aesthetic of something that is kind of completely different, right? Once this sucker is done, I'm probably actually going to fold these two into one and build another big one next to this. And once those two are done, get rid of these two and then probably swap this out for housing. Because right now this is just a giant fruit farm that's going to take multiple years to build. It's the best song on the soundtrack. I'll tell you this, I don't know the name of a single song, so does that song only play when something bad happens? It's kind of my assumption, based on the way you said that. Can I search this? Okay, what's the point in filtering if it doesn't automatically jump to what I'm filtering? Actually, hold on. Charcoaler. That's what I need. So I can make a bakery. Actually, no, what I need is I need trading. I guess that would be in logistics. It's law. Empire. Organization. It gives me paved roads and sculpting. Or do I just need to level up more? Could also make a speaker. Costs stone. I could make a pond. What does this do? Freshwater and allows your subjects to swim on hot days. That's probably a good thing. And canals. Oh, interesting. This is all new. You used to be able to just like dig and build water. Well, we'll build a pond. Let's place a pond like right here. Is what we'll do. So that'll be pretty cheap to make. So in what, 1.4 days? Till harvest. 1.4 days till harvest. Nice. I wonder if I can lower the work population on these. Yes. Absolutely. Can get some more odd jobbers up and around. Problem is that the people just are not that happy with me right now. Probably also need another one of these, actually. This up here has nothing in it currently. Doesn't actually need coal in the low-tech stages. Oh, really? Well, I should get grain farms first anyway. I still will need a charcoal farmer, a charcoaler anyway. Why does this have so few people working at it? What? I guess that's where I pulled all the jobs off of. Surviving off of our meat. Okay, so I guess I can actually suspend this then. Or maybe even like delete it. Let them finish building the building. We'll also suspend this as well. Because turns out I need to catch up with furniture population and also all this stuff, so.
Lanix 7 cheers.
Holy shit, money.
X500. Subsur blind. Chat. Gremlins and villagers. How goes sixing?
Thank you very much for the first bits of the day, I think. That's not true. Elfie cheered $1 4 hours ago. So thanks for the second bits of the day. It goes pretty okay. Chat, how's it going? Things going well? You enjoying the video game? Having a good time? There we go. We got 15 days worth of food now. Nice. I'm also going to suspend this. There's 2 people working on this. I can probably plop that down to 1. Nice, Jezza. But thank you very much for the bits. And thank you for helping keep this channel funded. Odd jobbers now. I want to get this done. It turns out having a huge food supply is probably going to happy up the general populace. You show up from time to time. You're here sometimes, yeah, Jezza. Thank you for your commitment and for sticking around, dude. It really does mean a lot. Like, seriously. We have a good amount of food now, which you'll love to see. There's no fresh water access and is not functional, and you can create water access with pumps and canals. Oh. It can take up to a day before results are shown. Let's not do that. That is a lot of stone. I don't know. I'm assuming I have to run all the way to the water? Do I have to run all the way to the water with this? Or is... Because that seems a bit intense.
G10 base cheered. X100. PAX 2024 height.
I already have my badge. So what you're saying is okay, so how do I fill them then? Because I don't want to build a thing I don't need to build, Buzzkill. Do I have to connect it to water? Or do I build a pump somewhere and then just build a canal? Because it says pumps and canals. And you'll need extra pumps for it to work. Okay. Which take like 6 people to operate. Got it. So do I put... Okay, so it looks like I have to put the pump on the water. Because all of this is new, right? Which require workers. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, because they said like 6 people to operate. So basically, I should build the canal, but not the pump at this point. Uh-oh. Somebody died. They were mauled to death. I think the guy that was hunting the stuff just got mauled to death. Well, now I need to make a graveyard, if you will. So I'm actually just going to suspend this and also suspend all of this for right now. Zoop. Because the thing that I want to build is a graveyard. Average hunter. Yeah. I feel like I should put the graveyard by the hunter's shop, because that would just be fitting to me. Do they like being near the graveyard, or do they not want to be near the graveyard? I know they didn't like mass graves. But if they want to be near the graveyards, then I'll put it in town. Otherwise, eh. They have a range limit? Got it. Because I'm not sure where to put that. Also, chat room, can I get a round of beers for the $6 that streamer just made? I might make minimum wage today. I didn't make it yesterday, so it's doubtful I'll make minimum wage today, actually. Because otherwise I'll put the graveyard right here. But if not, then I'll just stick it somewhere. God fucking knows where. I think I'm just going to assume that they don't mind being close to graveyards, and I'll just plop it right here. I like respect. It's funny. It's kind of like a town, I guess. Or like a little... What's the word? Like a little park, almost. Yeah, I seem to remember something about them visiting graves. No space shall go unused. Almost done clearing it. So I guess I can just demolish that then. You know, actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this. And let's build a speaker, maybe? Maybe I have space for a speaker. Look at that. We'll build a speaker there. So we'll get both entertainment and not have an empty pond, which would be great. As I'm building a graveyard, yes. Tycho, it's so peaceful. And I'm like, you know, building a thing to memorialize the dude who got mauled to death. But yes, it is quite peaceful. I will say that. Turns out making the crier seems to have actually happied up people quite a bit. I am Mictam XII, Supreme Ruler of Tyverse Empire, and I am your neighbor, and I welcome you to my lands. I wish you a pleasant and hopefully peaceful stay. Please accept this as a humble gift. Well, this is new. Money? And drugs, I think? Sure, I'll accept that. I don't know who that is, but they don't seem like the waste. Maybe more like the bacon. Money and wine. Ah, money and drugs. Got it. It's kind of weird that like these options I don't think are searchable unless, although I don't think I've actually searched for delete just yet, but. Just a taste to get you hooked? What? First try is free? First try is a gift. After that, we expect you to pay for it and trade. Wouldn't actually surprise me too much. The singer is the mold victim. Oh no. I don't actually know what happened to my livestock, but all my livestock are gone. I thought I had livestock. I don't think I clicked slaughter all. All right, well, we have no livestock. Anyway, that's fine, I guess. Let's just go back to whatever the hell else we were doing. Oh, I can make export depots. And import depots. Well, let's do export depots then. I guess it's because of that person who just said hello. Holy shit, that's big. Let's do an import. That's export, and then we just need to do import. Oh wow, they look totally different. They used to look identical. That's neat. They'll just use extortion later. Oh no, naturally. They'll show up and be like, "Hi, we're here to murder you. Now please pay us money." Okay, so we have a decent amount of food right now. Even though food totals are dropping. We also have a good amount of housing. So I'm just gonna let things kind of run for a little bit. I'm gonna let them construct these two. Once these two are constructed, they're gonna go back to working on this gigantuan field. Once that gargantuan field is done, I will bring in more population. Big stick diplomacy? Mm-hmm. Stick big diplomacy, definitely. Hopefully the pain meds aren't too bad, Semtexagon in YouTube chat. Pain is seldom dangerous, just mostly annoying, yeah. Why fruit? Because that's what was closest. And veggies are next. Literally because that's what the closest, like, natural resource to me was. So it was the first thing I could forage. And also because the people I'm playing, which are these orcs, these guys, they are vegetarians. 10 people want to move in. You know what, screw it, we'll take all 10. Bring them in. Bring them in! Bring them in. 7 houses are now available. We got 20 odd jobbers to help work on this nonsense. We'll also activate this job. Because this one, you know, actually, let's suspend the bigger one and activate the smaller one. Just work on this one, because this one they'll get done quicker. It's the trees that are taking forever to chop down is the problem here. Enjoy your lurks, Kazoom. Because these are both fruit farms. This is going to be a vegetable farm. Of which I have none right now. So. But this is literally just going to be for fruits and vegetables and mushrooms. Mostly fruits and vegetables. I'm gonna increase the radius for all of this. I remember the radius on older versions of the game used to just be maximum. We're in the 3rd day of spring. Because I have no vegetables, I don't actually think they can start this. Yeah, so there's veggies right here. But they can't go for them until they're ripe. Okay, let's unsuspend this one. On to the other one. It's humid as fuck. Kira, how dare you lurk? It's not permitted. Races in the game are kind of odd. They're similar to other fantasy archetypes with lots of differences. I mean, I like a game that can have their own fantasy archetypes. I think that's one of the strengths of this game, actually. At least for me. Very much one of the strengths of this game. But yeah, we need to get this farm done. So if we get this farm done, then food shouldn't be an issue next year. Okay, so, I was gonna say let's export wood. No trade agreements with this resource. An agreement must be reached through diplomacy with a neighboring faction. All of this shit's different. All of this shit is different. I mean, I noticed that you didn't say anything, but it's not like it's at the front of mind. Like, we're okay. Past it. Minimum requirements of this game are very potato friendly. Yeah, this game will run on literally anything. They're the same height as the humans? Well, they're not dwarves. They're dwarf-ish. These guys, the Dandorians. I like the fact that they enjoy like the stuff that they get from mining. They want to live underground, but they don't like mining. It's like actually very human-like in that way. It's like, well, I want the benefits. I just don't like doing it. Laura's insane in this game. Yeah, no, it's certainly somebody's homebrew haven, I suppose. What's the next population milestone? It's 100, isn't it? Pretty damn sure it's 100. Quality of life features are insane. Yeah, it's very clear that this developer was like a software developer before he made video games. Like, you can always tell, like, a software dev versus, like, someone who's just, like, a game dev. Like, someone who makes software versus someone who makes just other, like, non-software. Because, like, their UX always is very quick to change. Mining is horrible and painful. It's also horribly slow in this video game. Is this Let the Flutes Flow? Okay. It's the dancy one. You know, I'm actually just going to nerf the ever-living crap out of my research right now because I want to get this nonsense done. Get her done. Do I need to assign people to the vegetable field? I can't because I have no vegetables. So I'm waiting for vegetables to be ripe so that I can force them to harvest them down here. And then we can start growing vegetables. Which means I need to make sure that I actually have enough people doing nothing when the vegetables become available to be able to harvest them. But yeah, no, this game has like race equivalents, but they're not identical. I mean, like Dwarf Fortress kind of has its own weird things. Like elves are short in Dwarf Fortress. Elves are the same mass as a dwarf instead of being like tall. And in this, they're green, so. Elves are short in D&D? Sure, but D&D is terrible, and we don't talk about that, and it's not terrible. I don't know. Well, Wizards of the Coast is terrible. How's that? Yeah, they're cannibals for different reasons in both games, though. And also, they're foresters in this game. Whereas they're not in... Dwarf Fortress, elves are almost more like weird... Elves are almost the Lorax in Dwarf Fortress. They're like maniacal Lorax, you know? Which I kind of love. So right around the time that they, okay, hold on. Actually, I'm going to pause. I'm going to suspend this job so that they can get this planted because there is 18 veggies available. So if they all just go to right here, forage all this, is there other veggies on the map? There is all the way down here. Let's see if they show up. They might. They also might not. Maybe too far away. Pretty sure it's too far away. Although they're going all the way down there for mushrooms. Also going all the way up there for fruits. So yeah, they'll probably go down there. Yeah, there they go. Takes them a while to cross the water because they have to swim, though. Get all them veggies. Oh, hey, look, they get to skinny dip though, so I'm sure they don't mind too much. Because according to this, I've got 18 of 72. This is filling up with fruits. I just need them to bring the vegetables back at some point. There we go. See, they're going in here. 26, 30, 34. Elves in Dwarf Fortress only eat corpses after battle, and they only eat the things that they have killed. It's like a ceremonial rite in Dwarf Fortress. They actually bury their own dead. Goblins are also cannibals, though, so, you know, if you want to actually talk about people that are mean, The goblins are actually mean in Dwarfort. The elves are just religious nut jobs. Which, you know, is its own kind of mean. They're just mean for different reasons. There we go. We now have our veggie field, and I can activate the other one. Again, which is this. They can go back to clearing this nonsense. With the remainder of the odd jobbers. So next year, hopefully, we'll actually get some sort of vegetable food supply. This is also the first year that we've actually had enough food to comfortably get through winter, so that's good. It's a positive. We got 6 housing spaces available, so I don't quite need to make more housing just yet. The tombs have, you know, only 1 tomb available right now. Could also tell them to work on that, but I do actually have enough furniture to finish it. I could also just improve their happiness by allowing them to take furniture, which might actually probably be the better way to do it. I think I'm actually just going to do that. Access. I'll let them access 1 furniture, which is just going to drop my furniture down to null, like immediately. See? Drops it down to null, but it does and will increase their happiness. Due to them suddenly having access to more things. Like, they were happy for a bit, and then I suddenly removed a bunch of their access, and then they got less happy. But here's hoping general access happiness goes up. At least there's no wrongful deaths. This is almost entirely cleared. We just have 1 more tree to clear. Trees take a lot longer to clear from what I remember the last time I played. But yeah, this game's pretty plotting, but to me it's like it's kind of a good pace in my opinion. So now we're gonna get vegetables and fruits next year. And then this fruit farm is just going to take a bunch of our fruit from around the area, and it's gonna become our like food supply, basically. And meat is going to be our secondary resource that's going to be significantly less important. So chat, for those of you who've never seen this game before, what do you think of Songs of Six? I'm definitely not playing it as quickly as I could. If I was better at this game, I'd probably be playing it faster. I know it is kind of a game that ends with kind of a lot of waiting in places. The city building side of it is very much just kind of a vibe. It's just super chill. And the remainder of it, the like combat side of it is extremely stressful. But as a game, I find it to be quite chill. Tranquil, even. Could also make a little grain farm. But I need a bakery for that. So I think I'm going to activate this guy. Let them finish building that tailor. And that'll allow us to start converting our leather into stuff for the tailor. It's weird at first sight, but relaxing. Yeah, I mean, it's a very odd-looking game, but once you kind of get used to the look of it... you know, I feel like I'm talking about Dwarf Fortress sometimes. Once you get used to the look of it, I think that it gets a lot better. Kind of quick, too. So this is going to give us food in 6.2 days, 7.2 days. This isn't going to give us food until next year, because we're still waiting on fruit for this. But we're out of food again, so I need to just go tell them to hunt. Where's those birds at? There's those birds at, although there's... oh no, that's my hunter's shop. Let's just go down here. Hunt. Murder birds, please. Here's hoping once we get this massive fucking farm done, we'll be in a better spot. How's the learning curve? I think the learning curve for this game is mostly just actually finding all of the UI. Because this game has a lot of systems on systems. It has an okay tutorial. It's not too hard to pick up. I think this game is well paced enough that the learning curve isn't so bad, but I don't know if I'm a good person to ask. Somebody just died of something.
Bring out your dead!
Yep. Let's go into here. What's this do? Carpentry basics. Your people are demanding of furniture nearly every way. What does it do though? Oh, it gives us a bonus, I guess. Oh, interesting. They can actually make tools too, I think. I think those are tools. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry, warhammers can be made there. I didn't realize they could make weapons at the carpentry shop. The more you know. I'm waiting for when we have our first harvest. When we have our first harvest, I'll bring in whoever else is wanting to come in. 3 people right now. Bring out your dead? I did not hear that at all. Yeah, also that. The demo is it's the Path of Acra style of doing demos. Which, oddly enough, 3 versions behind is still way more recent than the last time I played this. I mean, my last save file for this game was 441 days ago, and like half of the UI has changed. Since I last played, it's been a minute. Let's just increase this. Get everybody as much as possible working on carpentry. Produced this year, produced last year, produced this year. Okay, so yeah. We're increasing that. 2.5 days. Well, 2 people want to come in. Let's just bring them in. Let's just bring them in. We have enough food to get us through to our next harvest. And one of these is, you're going to produce what? Estimated production for the year is 75. This needs another 30. So yeah, we'll be good. Although I could increase work value. Each day of the year a farm needs tending. How's workers failing to tend all the tiles will lead to low yields. Okay. I'm curious if I can increase the work value. Okay. So currently it's running on 60% work value, so I can increase the yields by increasing the number of people. Got it. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, 100% work value. Okay, so 4 people for that. Work value is 76 on this. Okay, so let's bump this up by 1. Still have 8 extra people. With a shot of caramel right about now. I hate ice caps. They're just ice caps are something that I loved when I was a small child, and as an adult, they are just gross. It's hard to explain. Like I kind of. Here's the thing. I still like slushies, like a gas station slushie. Down for that. Not down for ice caps. Ice caps can die in a hole. It's gross. bring in 2 more people. I'm gonna keep, well, let's actually just auto an extra 25. We'll do that. Because here come veggies. We're gonna need extra workers in a second. Tomorrow, these are gonna be done. Which is good timing, because damn it, I need it. We also have no odd jobbers, which means I've kind of screwed up a little bit. Because the tailor is now done, which actually I only want 6 people working in. So you're gonna output clothing. So I need somewhere to put clothing now. You're taking just wood. Wood and stone. You're taking a little mess of things. How about we don't take food and veggies here and instead take clothing? Which once we have a surplus of clothing, I can then just redistribute it out to people. Where the heck is clothing? Does it not have a space in here? Oh, I see. This menu scrolls. This is what I mean by the learning curve of this game is just finding the menu. Like, a lot of, like, genuinely, the learning curve of this game is literally just finding the clothing. It's like, duh, of course it scrolls. Naturally. Everyone is different. No, some people just have bad taste. Ice caps are literally just sugar in a cup. It's not, it doesn't hydrate you. It doesn't actually refresh you. It's just a cold thing that feels cold. It doesn't benefit you in any way. What is an ice cap? A Tim Hortons brand Frappuccino. Hopefully that helps. But, like, worse for you. Is there shortcuts for the menus? Yes, but you have to find the menu before you can learn the shortcut. And because the UI has been, well, I'd say about 40% of the UI has changed since I last played this game. No, an ice cap is instant coffee made in basically an ice cream machine that is then has copious amounts of syrup and crushed ice put into it to make it barely even a coffee beverage. It's kind of disgusting. Where Donkey just appeared? Oh no, and the human traders died after the fight. Free stuff? Oh, be wary the next time the human traders arrive. You have a sweet tooth? Okay. Hopefully by the time you become a senior, you still have teeth left. You know, it's really interesting to me talking with other people. And I realize I'm very condescending and kind of an asshole when it comes to sugar and candy and sweet things. But like, I had a massive sweet tooth at one point in my life. Massive, 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 massive. Well, that's good if you killed them all. Then you don't have to worry about them next year. But yeah, he had a massive, like I had a massive sweet tooth for years of my life. And as an adult, it's virtually all gone. And being completely frank with you, there was a point where I would have described myself as somebody who loved candy. Outside of medical emergencies, I could not tell you the last time I actually ate candy. And it's, to me at this point, I look at it and I eat a lot of candy that people talk about loving, and even stuff that I used to like. And when I try it now, I hate it. Because I eat it so infrequently, it's just not even something that I comprehend is edible anymore. And it's kind of not, I think bizarre is the wrong word because that's not accurate, but it is kind of strange to me how frequently and how common it is to just fixate on sweet things. Like it's this incredibly important part of life. It's like, sweet stuff is disgusting. It'll just make you die faster. Like, why do you like this? I don't know. I'm just, it's bizarre to me, but maybe I'm the weird one. I don't know. I'm probably the weird one. Just gonna plop some houses in there because we need housing. I'm gonna go to nicer housing and place those in front of the grave sites over there. we'll do that. I love kind of filling stuff in around things. It's really how I enjoy building stuff. It's like I almost don't even care if it's like less optimal. I just want it to look cool. I'll say this. Some aspects of life are worth shortening your lifespan for enjoyment, right? There's definitely some things that are worth that. And I absolutely don't live the healthiest life ever, right? I smoke and I drink. But at the same time, I guess I'm always just amazed how different my priorities in life based on like physical defects of my body are compared to what I would describe as the majority of people. That will always just amaze me. Okay, because we were real short on housing. So now we got this, we got the housing back, we can build more houses. They're gonna demand furniture, so my furniture's gonna tank down to nothing. They're also gonna take wood and build their floors. Crunchy things are generally enough for you. In another form, carbs are carbs. Yeah, no, totally. I mean, if I need to munch on something, I like sunflower seeds. Crocodile brain is a good way of putting that, Noel Man, by the way. Okay, so now I can make trading grounds, stockades, and slavers. A lot of this stuff was just unlocked at the start. Back the last time I played. Like, the tech tree has gotten a lot more comprehensive, I guess. Okay, so now that we've done that, what's the workload of this? 9 of 9. I think I'm going to go down to here, and I'm going to activate this job. Let them build the other carpenter. We have 20 free houses right now, which I think is kind of astounding, actually. Okay, so how are we doing here? Work value, because you only have 4 workers. Let's bump this up to 15. I want to see the work value that this is getting per day. It's a rare treat. You get it like once a month. Yeah, fair. I'm just rambling about how much I hate ice caps because I know people, or I've known people in the past. I guess I don't know anybody right now, but I've known people in the past who would drink like 2 ice caps a day. So I'm just rambling. At this point, it's not even directed at you. But like, you know, when like I have neighbors who their weekly grocery shopping includes a pack of 3 different types of 25 chocolate bars. I know people like that. That's more what I'm talking about. Like my extremely depressed stoner neighbor who I won't name. Not me, ironically. I'm not the worst in the building. She has... I've seen what's in her cupboards, I'll put it that way. The other one, yeah. The other one. The kind of funny thing is the entirety of my strata, she's one of them. There's 4 of us. We're all massive potheads. Which I think is funny. So I have no trade agreement. How do I get a trade agreement with somebody, chat? Is that the button I'm looking for? Which do you offer us? Allow factions to compose a deal that they feel good. Based on what? Okay, so in exchange for food, meat, veggie, stone, and wood and grain, how do I accept this? I just want trade. That's all I want. So that's not, okay, so they won't take that for trade? You and the faction become trade partners, which will allow you to automatically trade at better prices. Yeah, and it's changed a lot. So I can't accept this. It's like, I guess I don't have enough for them to accept a trade deal with me? I don't fully understand. You want to fix these stuck merchants? Deconstruct your trade depot. If you haven't done that yet. That's generally the way to fix it quickly. Maybe when Jeff's on, gives you a puff at the beach. Yeah, that's something I need to do less of, is smoking. We actually managed to harvest some of that natural opium. We should start making some opium farms. As soon as I can. Which I guess I need the tech for. Oh shit, I don't have enough tech, speaking of. Because I kind of dropped all of my guys out of the laboratory. Laboratory! Oh, also I don't really have anywhere to store clothing, I don't think. Okay, so I do. I guess people are claiming the clothing. It's kind of funny. So I don't have anywhere near enough hides for that to be a thing. So we'll just actually, can I just disable you? Yeah, we'll just disable you for right now. Deactivated, yeah, there we go. Okay, so we are almost through winter and we have a food surplus, which is good. We're locking the doors when the human traders arrive. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Tech tree going uppins. Work value's 66. Every single day they try and work every single tile. 7.8 days. 6.8 days until your next harvest. Kinda tempted to just clone this field. Like, just jump down here. Because I do still have vegetables left. And I have 4 days of food left currently. And this will give me food in 16 days. We should be fine. Opiate farm. What can you use opiates for? I'm assuming it's like medical. I know that that's like a dumb thing to say out loud. Don't take that too seriously. I think it's like medical or something. Also, might as well build a market. This would be a good spot for the market, I think. I don't know how big this needs to be, so... Actually, let's build the market up here. Costs furniture. We'll just allow for that one. Hospital takes opiates? Okay. It's the necromancer. That's often the case. Also, a vampire necromancer is pretty terrifying. I'll tell you this, one of the scariest things I've ever seen in Dwarf Fortress is a necromancer in a fight with were creatures, because as they turn into were creatures, let's just say that the necromancer just starts making them rapidly multiply by looking at them, and every single individual limb that gets knocked off of them turns into a were creature. They're kind of terrifying. Like, truthfully, they're quite terrifying. So every single, like, arm or leg that falls off of the of the people that die become were creatures if they were bit. So just be wary of necromancers around were creatures, because those are something else. So they just sell whatever here. Looks like they're bringing wood. Looks like I don't necessarily get to tell them what they do. But they do have furniture here. Guess it's just like whatever we have that we can sell. These markets are all new to me. Markets keep equipment and furnishings available for your subjects. This saves them the effort of fetching them themselves and also provides a happiness boost. Okay. If you click the actual market, oh, like the stall itself. I don't know what you mean by the actual market. I mean, I don't need to, like, tell them what to sell. Like, they can just take whatever, it's fine. I just think it's interesting. Because this is all new. I mean, we talking about flea market, Montgomery. We're talking about that kind of market. Naturally. I'm not super happy right now due to lack of food, but that makes sense. 2.8 days. Just need to get through the last little bit of it. It's like as soon as we start getting this stuff done, things will be good. You click the little grayed out resources. Okay, got it. So it's an in-depth sim like DF. So pulling that question out of YouTube chat. This game has more in common with Pharaoh than Dwarf Fortress, because the creator of this game has never played Dwarf Fortress. At least he hadn't as of 2 years ago when I spoke with him in person last, or in voice chat last. This is a game about building a city, and then making it the size of the map, which is massive, having populations in the thousands, potentially, and then eventually playing the overworld, like, faction warfare game, taking over different areas. It is pretty badass and pretty rad. Is it as in-depth in Dwarf Fortress? Sure, but in completely different ways. The similarities with this game kind of begin and end at you can build stuff and there are people that are citizens. And it's been in early access for a couple of years. So does it have similarities to Dwarf Fortress? Certainly, in the fact that you have citizens and it's kind of a city builder. But that's about where they end. Yep, and he is a horrible person who I don't like being named in my chat names. Road, in fact, it stopped me from playing this game for a couple of months when I was planning on playing it a couple months ago. Fucking hate that guy. Didn't know? Well, you do now. It's very rare that people in my line of work like that guy. He's one of those people that makes my life a living hell for his own profit. Well, maybe not a living hell, but has the potential and has made life a living hell for people I know, specifically for his own gain. The only nice thing I can say about him is he promotes games that deserve to be promoted. Everything else about him is just kind of awful. One day till harvest, which is good. These are 2 days from harvest. Actually kind of curious about how much we're going to get out of this. 502, nice. I wonder if I even have enough stockpile space for that. This will be the first season that I have the large farm. Golly graphs. At least I now know another way to get into that screen. Okay, I don't actually have enough. Okay, so let's just not put any mushrooms in here. Maybe like the minimum possible amount. Crank that up. Capacity 560. I think I'm just going to clone this sucker, put you right here, and then just make that all food. Can you elaborate on that? What, my dislike of Seth? He has a habit of stealing footage and not crediting people for it. As an example, his Dwarf Fortress review, none of the footage or stories in it are his. And then he credits them way after the fact and never apologizes. He also has a habit of directly attacking other people's communities, such as the Caves of Cud Discord, where he basically dared his entire community to speedrun ban themselves from his Discord. Regardless of whether or not you agree with people politically, it's just fucking rude to do that. Like, he attacks people. Like, there's one rule in this industry, which is do not weaponize your audience. So, yeah, not a huge fan. Also, I'm pretty sure he's stolen my footage before. It's hard to tell because it was super zoomed in, but it looked like an early clip of SteamDF. So, yeah, no, not a fan of the guy. And he gets away with it because he doesn't monetize his videos. And fucking yeah, he does. He just monetizes it off platform. So YouTube doesn't care what he does because if you're not monetizing your videos on platform, you can get away with practically murder. But he monetizes his videos off platform on Patreon and Subscribestars, so... But I will state this. His videos are extremely well written. He has a certain type of humor, which I personally don't appreciate, but lots of people do. He caters to an audience very well. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He's extremely smart, and he promotes games that absolutely deserve it. It's just his methods of the way he does it I find questionable at best. That's me being generous and courteous to him is questionable. There we go. I have 0 odd jobbers right now because this farm is now done. Okay, so this isn't going to be wood and that. It's just going to be vegetables and fruit. Because that's what I need. Well, actually, probably more fruit than vegetables. Hey, Cyrolac. Long time, dude. I hope you've been okay. Hope things have been well. Are you back at work? Because last time we spoke, you weren't. At least last time I remember speaking with you. And hello, Bob. Hey, Krabicus. How's things? Free from the clutches that is studying, I assume? Kind of bothers me that when copying farms, it doesn't tell you the fertility. Yeah, we can copy this. Also, I don't have enough housing anymore, so let's make more. Why can't I copy these? Those are set to mud by default, which I find mildly vexing. Finished with all your exams? Well, hell yeah. I'm glad to hear. I hope that things went smoothly. So you're just in summer now? You said it was like Pharaoh. Were you talking about Pharaoh New Era? You're trying to find the game. So I'm talking about the Impressions City Builders, which is like, so the studio that made Pharaoh, Impressions Games, basically invented a genre that nobody's really replicated since, with the exception of a few games, but none of them really, like Nebuchadnezzar, I think is maybe the most recent one that I'm aware of that is kind of Impressions-ish. And Impressions games are basically city builders that are focused on building roads and making things walk past things to do jobs, and moving resources around by basically putting things into little carts, and then little characters will walk their route and then come back. Sort of like the Anno games, but they basically created a genre that was unique to them, the Studio Impressions games, that were big in the 90s. Like, it's old school city builders. Pharaoh New Era is a remake of the first Pharaoh. I don't know if I'd call Banished is a survival city builder to me. It's kind of its own thing, because like Banished, okay, I'll put it this way. In an Impressions games, your population is a resource as part of a production chain. In a survival city builder, your population is your health bar. So to me, Banished is kind of its own thing, but Anno's a little bit closer to what the Impressions games were. Although even Anno is its own weird thing. Yeah, I'm basically just comparing it to a specific series of old school city builders. You played so much of Caesar? Yeah. I mean, I played Pharaoh and Zeus were the two I played. I never played Caesar. Does this even have anybody working in it? No, it doesn't. Okay, so you don't need people working in those. What? I guess what I should do is, let's just jump back into the tech tree. Oh. Can't do charcoaler. Maybe I can do charcoaler once I have this. Or is it just too expensive? No, it's not too expensive. Okay, well, let's just allow work safety, School of Charm, paper milling, law and order. Allows me to upgrade food stalls. This is so... I kind of missed the old... The old one was way harder to read, but it put everything on one screen. I kind of missed that. Because this, like, requires me to scroll up and down through this with my bad mouse that doesn't like scrolling. As much is wasted every year on rot and rust, your people learn how to properly store goods and preserve foods for longer periods of time. That seems useful. I'm in an ad break, so I'll just run the game at slow. Hello, how you doing, Finn? Waiting for 2 exams to be graded, but the other 4 are 10, 10, 9, and a 9. I was talking with my brother-in-law recently, and he's just started doing his schooling to become an electrician. And he was saying that he was the only person in his first class to get 100%. And he didn't study. He just showed up, did the test, got 100%, and then left. Which, some people are too smart. It's not fair. I was more like a 7s kind of guy. Bought this game 3 months ago, and the tech tree changed already within that time. Yeah, I think the tech tree was the last major update. Because I remember seeing the patch notes for that. Zork was kind of before me a little bit. Commenting on something in YouTube chat. Considering I played Zork later for free. It's kind of amazing that we're actually clearing through the allotted wood because I have so much new housing now. Zork, good? Time and place, I guess. I don't know if I would say Zork is good in a modern context, but for what it was at the time, Zork was pretty great, yes. I do like making little scattered towns like this, though. We're not quite getting to the point where I could realistically start mining, but we'll get there. Work value 96, 96, 89. 100, there you go. It was mostly 3s, neither smart nor dumb. Painfully average. Painfully average. Okay, so... Okay, so... Krator. Build a shrine to Krator, a place for quick worship and for the deity of Krator, which is what these people worship. So... The last time I played this, shrines were only recently added and extremely cumbersome and weirdly complicated, and this seems like they've simplified them a lot at a very quick glance. But I'm gonna plot me a little shrine right here. Well, maybe down here. Put it a wee bit more central to where I'm putting housing for right now. Because that's only 153 wood. That's actually pretty cheap. Got somewhat lucky since you got excused from one of the exams for being one of the most active participants in the seminars with 7 other people out of a course of 200. Oh, wow. Good for you. Round of applause for that, I say. That deserves a gifted sub if I ever saw one. Dear video game, do you mind? Christ. There's random fart sounds in my ears. It sounds like somebody blowing a raspberry into a plastic solo cup. Is what that sounds like. But chat, I'll say this. Can we get a round of beers for Krabicus' success? Congrats, dude. It's a cool little building. Yeah, this is all new, too. These shrines. So, religion has this super heavy, massive spike of happiness immediately because I have the... like, religion just skyrocketing. Just skyrocketing. Look at that. Extreme temperatures. Temperature is rising to extreme level today. Make sure you have some ways for subjects to cool down. Well, I have 2 wells. I'll build a 3rd one. Because they're pretty cheap. Pool party. Pretty much everybody jump in the well. Yeah, I gotta say, chopping down trees takes so much longer than the last time I played. Good lord. Where is agriculture? Agriculture, agriculture, agriculture. Which is kind of, I think, what I'm focusing on at least right now. Okay, so I need 800 research to make opium farms. Wide fields of colorful flowers hide a secret that can save or ruin lives. Building an opium den, lads. Certainly looks hot. They're all like lying down on the ground, although that's probably just the temple more than anything. One of the temples demands human sacrifices, which is kind of fun. When you go to build roads, it shows you the heat maps of the areas that people frequent. Which is kind of helpful. Kind of nifty, if you ask me. So you can see there's a heat map of them running across here. So should probably actually build a fence along this. And let's plop in another food stall. I don't know the direction it goes. Okay, we'll just do this. Only using an axe to take down an IRL tree takes an hour or two, so it is more realistic. Oh, no, definitely. I mean, it highly depends on how big the tree is the main dependency there. I don't recall the veggie farms having like an animation before, like in the wind. All right, veggie supply skyrockets. And the rumors of our population spreads probably. We already have tons of tomatoes. We're gonna have tons more soon too. Which means now would be the time to double this. Although I'm actually going to suspend this. And then this right here, we're also gonna throw 2 jobs on it. And increase your radius a little bit. So that all the food and veg goes in there. Is it a text RPG? Zork is a digital choose your own. Chad, how would you describe Zork? I would describe Zork as a digital choose your own adventure. It's like a choose your own adventure book in like computer software format is the way I would describe Zork. But it's like a text-based choose your own adventure. Interactive fiction? Sure, yeah, you could call it that. I'd take that. Got eaten by a grue into darkness sim. Yep. It's dark down here. You're likely to be eaten by a grue. Simulator. The other thing I might do is see how many humans want to live here. Because I seem to recall humans not getting along too poorly. Percentage of this contra to your total population is liked by your plebeians at a higher value, more fulfillment. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so they like stone buildings and grand buildings. They don't mind wooden buildings. They don't mind being outdoors. They don't care so much. Okay, so they don't mind our god. They prefer mushrooms, meat, and other stuff. For drinks, they prefer alcohol. That makes sense. They like benches. Well, they like bathhouses, temples, wells. They like having a retirement. They don't mind being around everybody else, basically. Okay, well, let's bring in some humans. And just like that, we have 2 humans. Or 1 human. They have very low loyalty, though. Access. Give them access to wood. Minimal access to furniture. And also, you guys, we're going to increase your access to furniture. Okay, well, now you have a job, so your happiness should go up. You got plenty of food. You have rations. You're not a huge fan of the rations you get, but hey. I think I should keep this on this thinner menu, because this is the one that I'm used to. There we go. Pictureless visual novel. Oh boy. So wait, hold on. Isn't that like isn't that just a novel then? Isn't a pictureless visual novel just a novel? Like, actual question. Isn't that just a novel? Because I'm pretty sure that's just a novel. Like, I could be wrong. How do I make them... Well, how do I, so this is the faction screen, technology, status, tome of knowledge, tourists, treasury, goods. Become vassal. We're not at war. Offer resources. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. To make them trade with me. Because this is all new. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give them free shit. Basically. We'll just give them a bunch of fruit. See what they do. Here, have some fruit. I mean, they gave me wine and money, so... If I give them fruit... Maybe eventually they'll start trading with me. Because currently we kind of have a surplus. I think I did that correctly. Barter, 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 barter. Wait. Oh. Well. I just gave them a bunch of free fruit, but it's fine. We have an excessive supply. But I just gave them a lot of things, actually. Anyway, we have trade open now, so I should be able to trade now. So I can now export wood, I think. At a higher rate than I have been. Exporting wood. How much am I exporting? The minimum price you're willing to sell this resource for, I mean, it's just wood. Let's actually swap this out for veggies. Export capacity. Storage outbound, stored capacity. What is it? It used to like, this used to be a lot clearer. I have to find exactly. Okay, so this is the price. Got it. Well, the minimum I'm willing to sell this for is 10. Money Gib, please. And then for here, what do I want to import? I would like to import... Slightly intoxicating beverage. Drink the stronger of the stronger kind. I'm actually not going to import anything right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bakery. Is what I'm going to do. Let's go with oven, storage, and an auxiliary oven if I can. And this is what? Say wooden building, 2 doors. And done. Three hours of meeting. Oh, geez. That seems like a lot of meetings, man. But welcome back, Travenoid. Yeah, no, this game's come a long way, but at the same time, kind of hasn't. Like, the pacing and, like, playability of this game is very similar to the last time I played it. It's different in the, like... How do I word this? It's different in some, like, UI aspects and some mechanical aspects, but at least the early game is very similar to when I last played. Insufficient workers allocated. Well, okay. Sorted. We also have some humans. By that I mean 4. 4 humans. In this living space now. We also have a shrine. And several pretty nice small fields. I like a city builder that requires me to make fields that are bigger than the town that I'm in. That's how you know it's a good city build. General happiness is dropping. I wonder why that. I feel like religion could be happier. What do we still need for religion? Okay, so critterism is the majority. Athurism, which is the followers of Athuri, the greatest of the Athuri, promotes the enlightenment and productivity. This one promotes farming and husbandry. Enlightenment and productivity. Also, I have a charcoaler. I thought that was something I had to unlock, but apparently it wasn't. Whoops. I feel dumb. This is set to be a wooden house. Yep. Also throw a doorway up here. Let's make this one tick bigger. The kiln. Storage. The auxiliary kiln. And done. And then you up here. Take bread. Wherever bread may be. There's bread. The thing is we're already out of grain. This is funny. Also, I should make a grain field. Grain farm. Let's do 20 by 37, I guess. So we'll let them work on that as well. But it's probably going to get suspended similarly to that one. I'm going to go down to here and deactivate you, which is that button. So chat room, what you guys playing right now? And also, the Steam Next Fest kind of came to a close. Is there anything from the Steam Next Fest that you guys are super stoked for? I know there's a lot of blabbering, talk, we'll go with, about UFO 50. But is there anything in particular you guys are looking forward to? I also think we need another toilet set, so let's make some toilet. Is it called lavatory? Lavatory, yeah. Mm-hmm. Clearing out coop and garage. Okay, there you go. It's a fun game, I'm sure. PlanetSide 2. People still play PlanetSide 2. Holy shit. I haven't thought about PlanetSide 2 since Total Biscuit promoted it. That's how long it's been. You recently got your 3 younger brothers into Battle Brothers, so now you truly are the Battle Brothers. Big old B-bros. We're gonna need more housing soon, too. Sporting. Oh, I see the problem. I'm like, why is my trader not working? Nobody works there. That would be why. I've been staring at that for a while. I was like, why is trading not happening? Right. Yeah, right. Didn't workers and resources hit 1.0, didn't they? Busy summer. Let me tell you, busy summer. Just for new releases is what I mean. No work within radius. Oh, I see. It's useful that it tells me that. How does that not count as within radius? Pull from there? Is that what you mean? There we go. Okay. Sorry, this whole UI has changed since I last played. That and 7 Days to Die, the mad work of the fun pimps. Still can't get over that the developer's called Fun Pimps. Taking a look at the demo, I gotta say that the iconography for the benches and the like confuses me in the way DF definitely doesn't. But for this game, in terms of placement and points, little arrows need to be in open space. So if there's little arrows pointing in, it needs to be an open space. It's something that, at least for me, I figured out pretty quick once I started messing with it. But yeah, it does take a little bit of fiddling to kind of get the gist of what you need to be looking for / looking at. But it's pretty clear once you mess around with it for a little bit. I'll put it that way. So the one problem is, the one problem about selling your food source is that people get kind of annoyed once you start selling their favorite foodstuffs. I think we'll sell wood instead, just so that I'm not selling my dude's favorite food source. Because I actually have fuckloads of wood. Whereas I don't really have unlimited food yet, just yet. We'll get there, but we're not quite there yet. But we actually have money now. So I think I'm going to just import leather. 276. Support to maintain warehouses at stock 10% level. Yeah, that seems good. I'll re-enable my tailor. Save the game, streamer. All right. Done. City is growing. Yeah. I mean, we're mostly just like learning to play this game again, right? This is a game that, at least for me, I kind of have to relearn every time I play it again. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it just means I need to relearn it every time I play it. Because this game is kind of a lot. And when you're talking about things that are kind of a lot, especially when a game updates frequently like this game does, it's often takes a bit of stop and thunk before you actually figure out what you're trying to do for the second time. And also, we're gonna upgrade to, I think, cobblestone road. Humans don't really like them. Fungus road. Oh, that seems pleasant. We're gonna upgrade to cobblestone road, yeah. So that requires what? Stone? Not a ton of it. Because the orcs like it. And this will help their happiness levels, which is good. Yeah, also what Sneaky Snaky said. The demo is free and is the full game. It's just a few versions behind. The population currently is up here in the top left. It is 135 at this exact moment. Loyalty is kind of low. Trying to increase that. But at the very least for these guys, loyalty should be increased by the new roads. Although they're not quite happy with their access. Furniture could be higher, so let's give them access to some more furniture. I'm also staring at this going, eyes closed so far down. Do I need to make somebody work here? Or do they just drop stuff off? I guess they just drop stuff off. The fish lizards are the coolest. Yeah, I'm just sticking with the basics for what I know for right now, right? Because like I was saying earlier, like this is me relearning this game after not playing it for a really long time, right? That is a huge part of what we're doing today. Okay, this is going to be built. Okay, so it can't be used, which is actually good. Food supply comes in. Fills this sucker all the way up. Okay, so let's go to technology and just skim through real quick. What's this do? Advanced forestry. Finds taste allows me to upgrade the food production stall. This does what? Allows me to build the tavern. What does the tavern require? requires drink to operate. Breweries can be upgraded to work with fruit instead of grain. Restaurants require some metal. It uses coal. I think I should just start importing grain, actually. Like, leather seems useful, but grain is what I actually need.